So, Jessica, how did you learn to play poker?
Well, numerous people have tried to teach me. I think you actually, and my uncle and aunt.
Yeah.
We were at a table.
Give me an age. Give me a random age that you learned how to play poker.
29.
29. That feels a little late to me, but I could be wrong. Do you know why I could be wrong about when is appropriate time to learn how to play poker?
Why?
Ask me when I learned how to play poker.
When did you learn to play poker, Jacob?
What a great question, Jessica. I learned to play poker probably before I was 10 years old. My dad liked to play poker, and we would play poker. We would play poker at the kitchen table. We would play for money, penny ante poker, because there was a family poker game, our family, and also with cousins and aunts and uncles. They would play poker, and my dad liked to play poker, so we would play poker at the kitchen table for penny ante poker. And I'm here to tell you, my dad did not skimp. My dad was like, I don't care. I'm taking your money, kid.
Oh.
So five card stud, 7 cards. Oh, no.
Giving you a chance to
and
win.
we didn't write down what the cards were. You just had to memorize everything. I've been playing poker for a long time, and I'm here to tell you, still not all that good at it.
No, really?
I'm not bad. I am better than most, mainly because I'm like, yeah, no, I'm out. Yeah, no, I'm out. I'm out.
Did your brother also play at the same time playing?
Oh, yeah. No,
and
the whole family. We
Corey
make a big bowl of popcorn, throw it on the kitchen table.
Monica Marie is like 7 years younger than you, right?
Oh, yeah. No, she would just be watching.
Okay.
I mean, she would join in later on 100%. And once again, no pity. Like, we took her money. Oh, yeah. I mean, and this, like, I'm young enough to still have a piggy bank when I'm learning how to play poker here.
And you had to use your own money?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, they didn't give you chips?
No. We had chips, but those were used for the adult games. No, we would buy in penny ante poker. There you go.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. There you go.
So your paper route money was, everybody was like, we're going to play a game. Your dad was like, we're playing a game of poker. It's the only way we can get money out of that kid. The only way we can get this.
That's the only way that we're getting money from this guy is we got to beat it from him in poker, which is maybe one of the reasons I'm just like, nope, I'm out.
But when you're out, don't you lose your money?
Well,
don't you have to give up your...
Yes, you're right. That is exactly correct. And this is why people stay in. It's the whole sunk cost fallacy, where it's just like, well, I've already put in this much. I should stay in even longer. I'm here to tell you, no. If you don't have nothing by the second card, just get out.
But I thought that was as long as rounds usually last anyway, 2 rounds.
Oh, it depends on what kind of game you're playing. We don't need to get into all the ins and outs of poker. Let's just say that I've been playing a long time, and I still don't know that I've made a profit. So there you go. I take that back. It back. There was one night where I was invited to a friend's casual poker game.
You did win.
And I
you cleaned up.
People were angry with me at the end of the night. There was this guy over here. I strategically lost the last hand just to let people feel better about me taking all of their money. I came home with a couple $100.
How that happened, if you're saying you're not very good, because they were all like regular
they were all
players.
Yeah.
They had a regular game together and you cleaned it up. How?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
It's the mystery of the game, Jessica.
I guess.
Which leads us to the mystery of this game.
Yay!
Welcome to Cluedunnit.
Yes, where we make wild guesses about fake TV crimes without any clues, context, or apparently only occasional accuracy.
And I hang my hat on occasional accuracy. I am Jacob, Chief Logic Cop.
And I'm Jessica, Detective Inspector of Kitty Cat Social Media. I'm currently leading in the GC of guesses.
Yes, you are, and I'm shaking my fist at you. And this podcast, this hour of guesses, is made possible by your support at patreon.com/ClueDunnitPodcast. So thank you very much, and let's find out who's dead and who done it.
Yeah. So today, as you said, we are watching Poker Face. Is there anything else you would like to talk about?
Well, we had the most amazing burger thanks to Poker Face recently.
Yes, we did. It was so cool. It is in LA. We don't have seasons except for your consideration season.
Yeah, no, it's all the award seasons in LA. We don't have weather, we have awards. So
yes, you're right. It's award season.
So now we are in the whole for your consideration season.
Which is the FYC season.
The FYC season for the Emmys, because they haven't announced who's up for an Emmy award or anything like that.
Right.
It's all the people are making the decisions. So all of these shows are like buying advertisements and doing activations and all of these pop-up things to like, hey, remember this show? It's really good. You should give it an award.
Yeah.
And Poker Face, bless their hearts, sponsored a really great activation. I hate that I'm using that marketing term, but there you go. They bought out a bunch of burger joints all around town.
Yeah.
And like if you went there and you said you wanted the, because Charlie's catchphrase is bullshit, if you said you wanted the bullshit burger, they would give you a free burger and fries at these places. So we went to Heavy Handed on Ventura. And Jessica, tell them why we chose that location.
Because
the burger was great. But
the burgers, all the food was great. Yeah. But we went there because they had Charlie Cale's Barracuda.
Yes.
So we could take a picture with her car.
We could take a picture near her car.
You're right.
They were very clear on that.
Do not touch that.
You do not touch that car. That is the car from filming. So I was like, okay. We're not going to go. I mean, I wanted to lay across the hood on it or do one of those jump and slide across the hood or something like that. They were having none of that. So
has she done that in the show? I don't think we've seen her do that.
I don't think we've seen her do that.
She doesn't treat her car like that.
Yeah, no. And also I think if she plays herself, she really does go for the whole kind of Columbo bumbling kind of thing. That if she did do it, she would find a way to just do it. Like she wouldn't do it with style. She would do it with rolling over or something like that. Like it would be, yes. So we went to Heavy Handed. We will post those pictures on social media because
they are already there.
They're already there.
Yes, stories
go find
and
them.
Posted. Yeah, it's on our Instagram
because
and our
we
Facebook.
love us some Poker Face.
Yes. It was so much fun. And they had other decorations and they had postcards and stickers. It was really cool.
It was very cool. We're very happy with it. And which makes it even happier for us to do this episode because I haven't been able to watch the whole season because I haven't known what episode we were going to do. So tell us which one we're doing so I can please finish the season.
Well, this is funny too because last night we were watching, what were we watching? We were watching something. Oh, we were watching The Great North.
Right, yes.
Another show, not a mystery.
Jessica's singing this week. I've got her singing.
And they were talking about Sloppy Joes.
Yes.
And this episode is called Sloppy Joseph.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of food today, people.
There you go.
Sorry.
Hamburgers to Sloppy Joes.
And not very vegan, but...
Not at all. If you're playing poker, you can't be vegan. I don't know that there's a vegan poker player. That just doesn't work.
What? I think that totally works. That's
vegan poker?
Fine. It has nothing to do... Poker has nothing to do... Oh my gosh.
It's Texas Hold'em. You're telling me there's vegans in Texas?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Austin, I mean, come on. You've been to Austin numerous times.
I have.
Yeah. So anyway, that's the episode that we were watching today. And there are some fun little things about this episode.
Please tell me.
So
with your pre-cheating.
This episode we are doing is season 2, episode 6. Charlie gets caught up in the politics of an elementary school classroom when a harmless talent show performance is upstaged by a student's diabolical plot involving the class pet.
Oh, no.
And this aired May 29th, 2025.
Okay, so we should also talk a little bit about the trick of Poker Face. So Poker Face, the first 20 minutes, the first act of it is you meet the characters in the world that Charlie Cale is going to be a part of, and you learn about them, and you see who's involved where and their motivations, and you actually see the criminal commit the crime. Like you see the murder happen, you know who did it, and you know how they did it. So the game becomes, how is Charlie Cale going to find it out? Yeah. So,
and we don't even know how Charlie Cale is involved in
this
story
you don't know.
At all.
You don't know
until after the murder.
Correct. So then you find out, after the murder happens, then you come in and see how Charlie has made her way into this world. So we're not going to be guessing who done it because obviously we're going to know, but we are going to guess how Charlie figures it out. So that's how we are able to do that this way. So if you hear us talking about who done it, that's why. We're going to know. We already know. So pre-cheating means a little less in this case. So hopefully this is a win. I don't know. Let's find out. Anyways, tell us more.
Well, one of the funny things about, so this takes place at a school and
clearly.
A bunch of
elementary
kids.
School apparently, or middle school.
I think it said elementary.
Elementary,
yeah.
Okay.
So the angle of the filming is going to be apparently from the child's perspective.
Oh, I love that so much.
In the manner of Peanuts.
Yes.
And the adults are cropped out, presenting the kids as main characters. So that's going to be a fun thing.
I love this show so much because they do such cool things like that.
Yeah.
Like the first season, each episode has its own style and flavors. It really is like a little mini movie. That's so... And they have such fun with it. I'm so looking forward to this.
Yeah. They really do have a lot of fun. This episode also It reunites Natasha Lyonne, who's the lead,
Charlie Cale,
plays
yes.
Charlie Cale. Reunites her,
Orange is the New Black.
yeah, with her co-star from
Russian Doll.
Orange is the New Black, Adrienne Seymour.
Oh, okay.
Who's also in this episode. And then also it reunites her with David Krumholtz, who was in 1998's Slums of Beverly Hills.
Oh, right, yeah.
And she played her. He played Ben, Vivian's younger brother.
Okay.
And then another fun thing about this episode. Well, okay, another co-star. I just don't want to not mention her is
Sure.
Margot Martindale. She plays Principal Dr. Ham, and in the movie
Dr.
Secretariat,
Ham.
she also played a Miss Ham, which is just a weird coincidence and is really funny. Margot, you will recognize from 100,000 Things. You might get her confused with some other actors, but she is your go-to lady for a lot of stuff, and she's a fabulous, fabulous actress.
Like, what
She
kind of
was in-
type is she? She's your go-to lady for prim, obsessed secretaries? Or
No. She's okay. So her film debut was in Days of Thunder. She was also one of the nuns in Dead Man Walking.
Yeah.
She played the selfish mother of Hilary Swank in $1 Million Baby. She was in the stage production, the original stage production of Steel Magnolias, and played Truvy the hairdresser.
Okay.
So
yeah.
this was years ago.
Yeah.
So she plays a lot of working class women who are just salt of the earth kind of.
Salt of the earth, but maybe a little righteous. Like, got some backbone to them.
Yeah.
Some strength.
For sure.
Salt of the earth, backbone, and strength.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
She was also in the film August Osage County. But not the stage version that I
Right.
could find. That she was not in the stage version. She played Big Mama in Tennessee Williams' Cat on the Hat Tin Roof and got a Tony nomination for it for the 2004
Yeah.
revival of that. So you see what I'm saying?
Yep, totally going to recognize her.
And she's Jacksonville, Texas is her origin. So she's got that southern, but Jacksonville, Texas. So not like Southern Belle necessarily.
Yeah, no, but
somebody
just like
who's got some grit and is going to push you out of the way.
Accent. Yeah.
If you're going too slow. Another fun thing and then there are at least two kids that are top billing in this. One was recently Ava Jade Halford plays Stephanie Pierce, and she was recently on Will Trent. So another mystery show that we love. Also, for your consideration right now, they're doing a lot. So in Instagram, I'm pushing all their stuff, all their posts to stories. It's really fun because they've got a big mix of like behind the scenes and other fun clips. Also, another child actor in this, Callum Vinson, plays Elijah Turner. He was recently in a thriller TV show called Long Bright River, as well as in the horror TV show Chucky, 9 episodes.
Oh my God. So he was some kid who, like, he was either the friend of Chucky or he was like the friend of a friend of Chucky who gets killed.
Yeah, maybe.
Something.
Yeah.
But we got mysteries versus horror.
Oh, and then he
kids.
also did 9 episodes of Playdate with Winnie the Pooh. So all over the map with this child. Can't wait to see where he goes. We cannot forget to mention, of course, that this is a Ryan Johnson creation.
Yes.
Love his work. So we did a Poker Face episode a couple seasons back. We did
a couple of our seasons.
A couple of our seasons back. We did season 1 episode. I think it was also episode 6. I forgot to write it down in here apparently. At that time, I mentioned that he was doing a new Star Wars trilogy. Well, it is still listed so still in production, untitled. We don't know what it is, but it's a 3-part
out there somewhere.
Something or other. Yeah. Meanwhile, this show is not being show run by him, or there was another gentleman who was show running. This episode is being show run by, I think, twin sisters.
Okay.
Lila Zuckerman and Nora Zuckerman. And I don't know. I think that's cool and fun too.
Yeah.
That they're like sisters. They have done, they're writing partners in a lot of different shows, including Poker Face, Haven, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Prodigal Son, Suits, Fringe. So a lot of fun network.
A lot of fun network, also a lot of sci-fi in there too. Yeah.
They also got a Edgar Allan Poe Award for the episode, the closing episode, the finale episode of season 1 of Poker Face called Escape from Shit Mountain.
Was that the season? No, that wasn't the season finale.
It wasn't?
That was the penultimate one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That was the one where she like got her legs broken, and that was a great episode. That was
Got
very much a
lot of
thriller
awards,
episode.
actually,
Yeah, no,
or
that was-
nominations and awards for both
Great
of them.
episode, yeah.
So great work for both of them. Looking forward to this one. It's written by Kate Thulin, who has actor, writing, producing credits for Legion and a bunch of other stuff. And she joined Poker Face this season. And so she's in the showroom or in the room. But okay, here's another fun thing about this episode.
Please.
This episode is directed by Adam Arkin. And I was like, oh, that's a familiar last name.
Familiar name, yeah.
Yes, that is because his father is
Alan Arkin.
Alan Arkin. Oh my gosh. I was like, oh crap.
You should see the panic on Jessica's face when she just suddenly went right out of her head.
Yeah. And I mean, Adam has tons of credits all on his own. I mean, this guy, his credits go back to Captain Kangaroo and Love Boat. Those are some of his early acting credits.
Coming in and getting those.
Yeah, and Happy Days. He's done tons and tons of stuff. Sons of Anarchy, Justified, Get Shorty, A Night Agent, Fargo, How to Get Away with Murder, Rizzoli and Isles. So he is very experienced with the mystery genre.
Very experienced with the mystery genre. I just love all of those are like high prestige, Rizzoli and Isles. Which is, it's a good show. I'm just saying, it's just different kind of tone and flavor than those others. That's all.
Yeah. He also, he's been nominated and awarded, and he's also done Broadway, by the way. He was nominated for the 1991 Tony Award for Best Actor in a Featured Role in I Hate Hamlet.
Wow.
The guy has been around.
Yeah.
Like, super big credits.
So he...
Featured role.
Yeah. Okay. So he wasn't the lead. So he would have been the friend who was okay. So he was basically the doofus friend who was like, yeah. Okay. Sure. He was the doofus friend.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. He also he was in a Frasier episode where he got nominated for his guest star. And that was in 1993. Yeah. Great stuff. Hey, but did you realize? Did I know that
I don't know.
Alan Arkin, Adam Arkin's dad.
Alan Arkin. Yes.
Was an original member of Second City.
No, I did not.
Yeah. He's got a ton of awards and nominations. I was just really excited that he was started in Second City in comedy, And he really got started. He went to Bennington in Vermont for college, even though he was here from LA. He was from here. And he left college to be in a folk band.
Well, as you do. In the 50s,
Bennington,
that's what you did.
In Vermont.
In Bennington, yes.
Yeah. And then he, still being in the folk band, not super successful, went to New York and tootled around and then he got invited he did some acting and then got invited to Second City in Chicago. So he lived there for a while, did that. And then I don't know if he went back to Broadway from there, but he directed Dustin Hoffman, like early, very young Dustin Hoffman off Broadway. And he worked with a million other people. So Adam Arkin, the director of this episode, was definitely in a very certain milieu growing up.
Yes.
And
he was in the milieu of The Love Boat. He was in the milieu of Captain Kangaroo. He was in the milieu, probably Dukes of Hazzard in there somewhere too.
Yeah. A lot of talent.
Yeah. Grew up clearly.
And
yes.
knowing how to do the craft of entertainment. I just wonder how do you grow up if your dad started as a folk musician? Like, is that like do you have to take musical lessons? Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe they did. Maybe they had sing-alongs at home as opposed to learning to play poker with your dad. Maybe you had sing-alongs at home. Maybe that's it.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, and a sloppy Joseph sort of thing to go along with this,
which is it just doesn't sound right. But okay.
I think that it was commented that Alan Arkin was also into like clean environmental eating, and so he might have been vegan or vegetarian. And so I wonder if maybe Adam Arkin also.
So you're just trying to get back to me with the vegan thing here, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. You want to get back to me with vegan? You know what, Jessica Hurd?
Yeah.
Why don't you tell everybody if you've ever had Cheez Whiz?
I have had Cheez Whiz.
On a Sloppy Joe?
No.
There you go.
No, who does that?
Everybody does that. You put Cheez Whiz on a Sloppy Joe. It's the most delicious thing ever.
I can see having like a slice of
like American craft cheese or something.
Yeah, I can see doing that for sure.
That's
I
also
feel like
good.
I have
That's
done
also
that.
good, but Cheez Whiz on the bun where it just melts in and suddenly you've got this like ooey gooey nacho cheese rolling over everything.
I can't picture Cheez Whiz melting is the thing.
Oh, see,
I just don't even, I
just
cannot even imagine that. How does it melt?
You haven't lived, Jessica Hurd. That's all I have to say about that. It melts because it's hot. It melts because the sloppy joes are hot and you put the cheeses on the bun, you put it together and it's melty, gooey goodness.
I think maybe some other people are wanting us to move on.
Fair enough. What else do we need to talk about before we get into this?
Those are all the great things.
Okay, so let's put the sloppy joes behind us and let's go on and I am so excited to enter this world of Poker Face Elementary School. Let's do it.
Let's go. I want to make a correction. I do not think that Nora and Lila Zuckerman are actually twins, but I think they are
sisters.
Sisters,
not
they
the
are
same.
sisters.
They are sisters.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I'm dying to get to the recap of this because I love this so much. But before I do, I have to share one of the nerdiest things I have ever done in my life.
Oh, okay.
So I was part of this theater club in college, as you might imagine. That is not the nerdiest thing I've ever done.
Not in this house. Sorry, go on.
All right. So we had like the theater club had this meeting. Why a theater club needed meetings, I don't know, but we had them.
Beyond rehearsal.
Yeah, exactly.
And production meetings. Why else do you need to meet?
Okay.
We had theater club meetings.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
In any event, we had this theater club meeting and I had just read this profile of this magician in the New Yorker and I was
oh my God, you're reading the New Yorker in college.
Oh, yeah. And this is the first time I went to college.
This.
I would think I was 18 at this point, but I wanted to be a writer. I wanted to be an actor and a writer. And that meant you had to subscribe to the New Yorker and read the New Yorker.
Okay.
And so I was reading the New Yorker and they had the profile of this magician I had never heard of before. And it was a profile of Ricky Jay and everything about it blew my mind. This guy was amazing.
Wait, why were you reading this in theater club?
Because it blew my mind. I read this article and it blew my mind. And at that time, he had a play off Broadway, which was called Ricky Jay and His 52 Assistants. Looking back on all of this, it's clear that like there was just enough buzz around this play that like this was clearly just press. This was press for the play. Let's do a profile of this. Now it helped that this guy, Ricky Jay, I can't tell you everything. Look him up. He is a character. He is amazing. His sleight of hand tricks and his like mental tricks that he would do for close-up magic was just astonishing. I'm quoting the New Yorker article on Ricky Jay. Some years ago, late one night in the bar of the Ritz-Carlton Hotel in Chicago, Ricky Jay was performing magic with a deck of cards. Also present was a friend of Mamet and Mosher's named Chris Nogulich, the director of food and beverage at the hotel. After 20 minutes of disbelief-suspending manipulations, Jay spread the deck face up on the bar counter and asked Nogulich to concentrate on a specific card, but not to reveal it. Jay then assembled the deck face down, shuffled, and cut it into two piles, and asked Nogulich to point to one of the piles and name his card. The 3 of clubs, Nogulich said. He was then instructed to turn over the top card. It was the 3 of clubs. Mosher, in what could be interpreted as a passive-aggressive act, quietly announced, Ricky, I also concentrated on a card. After an interval of silence, Jay said, That's interesting, Gregory, but I only do this for one person at a time. Mosher persisted. Well, Ricky, I really was thinking of a card. Jay paused, frowned, stared at Mosher, and said, This is a distinct change of procedure. A longer pause. All right, what was the card? 2 of spades. Jay nodded and gestured toward the other pile, and Mosher turned over its top card, the deuce of spades. A small riot ensued. How could you not? So yes, like I literally read this article out loud at this theater meeting. Nobody asked me to. I was just like, no, you guys, you people, you have to hear about this. Ricky Jay is legend. He designed the illusion at the end of Angels in America Perestroika where somebody climbs a ladder of light and disappears. He was in movies. He was in a bunch of David Mamet movies. He was in The Prestige from Christopher Nolan, which of course he was. It's all about magic. He could throw a playing card like more than 100 feet. He used it to decapitate plastic animals during his shows.
Oh.
He was legend. He was amazing. All of which is to say, so back to Poker Face. There are 2 kids at school. One is Stephanie, and she is achiever. She is an achiever. She wants to get all the gold stars in the classroom, and she is pissed off when she loses the spelling bee because she can't spell abracadabra. Yeah. She loses the spelling bee to Elijah. The rest of the kids in the class are literally like eating paste and picking their nose, and this kid has it. This kid, like, she gets upset and she looks over at Elijah, and Elijah is playing a card trick on the class mouse, the pet mouse, Joseph, which of course is a
hamster.
No, I think it's whatever. It's a small rodent.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. At first I thought it was a squirrel, but then I was like, oh, it's a mouse. I don't know. So hamster, mouse, whatever, small rodent. So he's playing a card trick, literally holding cards up to the tank where Joseph lives and is like, pick a card, any card. And so you're just like this idiot, this is the guy who just beat me. She is so spiteful. Her name is Stephanie. She is so spiteful and angry. And she watches him. And what he does is, the next thing he does is he puts up, like, as they're cleaning up after class and getting ready to go someplace, he puts a biography of Ricky Jay into his backpack. And I'm like, damn. Because I mean, he's not the most widely known
magic.
Yeah, like he's not the most widely known,
Deep
but he
cut.
Is a deep cut. That is exactly it. So she's like, great, I need to destroy him.
In the talent show.
Which is coming up.
30 stars if you win
gold.
If you win the talent show, and she is probably only had like 20 stars at this point.
Like 10 or 15 or something like that. Elijah is catching up. They are clearly head and shoulders above everybody else, but she knows that, like, if Elijah gets, and remember that name Elijah, if Elijah gets 30 stars, he will be ahead of her, and she cannot let this stand. So she goes and she searches, and I forget the name of it, but it's it's like school study or learning for kids like website where she's just like, how do you kill a boy? Self-esteem. But they leave it just long on how do you kill a boy long enough for you to get really worried.
Perspectives, and you're like, oh my God.
Yes. But basically it tells her, destroy the thing that he loves the most. Like, publicly humiliate him, basically. So she like stalks him and finds that he's practicing this magic trick and he practices with his water balloon. It's great. He's in this basement janitor's office and he's showing this trick to the janitor, which, like you said, the camera is like set at kid level, so you don't see the tops of all of these teachers or anything,
or parents,
which
we think the janitor is probably his dad,
right? And we'll get to that in a second. But yes, we definitely.
So we just see him at like hand level, hip level.
Yeah. So he does this trick where he takes his water balloon, which is meant to be Joseph, puts it inside this great big ball, and then takes this huge mallet, and then but as he's picking up the mallet with his other hand, he pulls open a trapdoor in his rig, so the water balloon falls through, and when he smacks the container with the mallet, the water balloon is fine because it's underneath, but then he can reach in and pull out the water balloon, and the water balloon, or the mouse, rodent, whatever, will still be alive.
Yes.
And Stephanie sees all of this. So Elijah, this is a private school. They go to a private school. Everybody's wearing uniforms. There is lots of Jesus and Christian imagery everywhere. Like, one of the dioramas, like, to show off how great Stephanie is, everybody has these like really crummy dioramas, and she has like a Russian Orthodox saint, like, not a stained glass window, but like this diorama, which is just like
Jesus,
beautiful.
Kind of at the center of the universe. I mean, there's a sun,
but
but
Jesus is behind it all. So so like there's something religious going on here, especially since, again, his name is Elijah.
Yeah.
And Elijah is the first person in the Bible to resurrect somebody.
Oh.
So he's resurrecting this rodent. So I know, like the care that went into the writing and the naming and just like the building of this episode is just astonishing.
Weren't you saying also that the prophet the prophet Elijah is railing against
King Ahab and his wife Jezebel.
Yeah, so
Like,
this
just-
is Stephanie, but
Stephanie is not Jezebel, but it's clearly like her name is Stephanie, not Jezebel, but she's Jezebel. They are in mortal conflict.
oh my gosh.
So, anyways, while Stephanie is watching them do this, she realizes how the trick is done. She realizes she could sabotage his magic trick. She gets the keys to the room from the teacher's bag, which has some poker chips in it, which that's going to come back for me in a second here.
Okay.
Anyways, goes into the room, sabotages the trick, and also takes a picture of little Elijah on the screensaver. So the janitor's computer's screensaver is just different pictures of Elijah at different ages. One of which is Elijah at 9 months in diapers with also a magician hat and cape and wand as well. So she takes a picture of the picture and sabotages the thing. On the way out, she loses a button off the top of her uniform and heads out. Next scene, the magic show. Also keep in mind at the magic show, like backstage, there are people doing juggling. There's somebody doing karate. There's also a bunch of people who look like they're going to recreate the nativity scene because they're in like biblical garb.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, so they never come on stage, but they're backstage. So like there's lots of religious imagery throughout all of here. Anyways, so she tells Elijah.
I don't think she actually sabotages the magic. I think she waits to go
to
on
do it. Yes,
this
you're right.
moment.
This is the person that Stephanie is that Stephanie has created the quote unquote
Slideshow.
PowerPoint slideshow.
Yeah.
She's created the slideshow for the talent show, which has a picture of the kid and the act that they're going to do on it. And on every page, every slide, she has written copyright Stephanie.
Oh my God. I missed that too.
That is exactly the
love
person that
the
she's
set deck
laying
on
claim.
this show.
It's so good. Anyway, so she reveals to Elijah that there's a picture of him as a magician in diapers and makes him afraid that she is going to put that up on the PowerPoint in front of the whole school and destroy him. So he rushes out to go change this while the act on stage is going on.
Which I love that. I mean, kudos, writer, that the talent is that the student is going to recite the alphabet backwards. And so we know that he only has the amount of time it takes to recite the alphabet backwards. And by the time he makes it out to the audience, such a count clock, it's at the letter G.
Yeah.
So he has seconds
to fix it. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a great tick. Anyways, he fixes it. And while he's out in the audience doing that, we don't see what she's doing backstage, which is why I think you think that that's right there where she sabotages his trick. And that might be the time when she does it. She, by the way, her talent is going to be playing the flute. She's holding a flute and she's in this incredible like big poofy Glinda, yes, dress. Glinda, perfect. And he goes back on stage. And she's
a good witch. No, she is not.
No, she is. She is just a witch. He goes back on stage. Everybody loves him. Everybody wants to see him like make this Joseph disappear. He puts Joseph in the thing. He pulls the handle.
Oh, Joseph, like as in Mary and Joseph.
Also true. Yeah. So and the music at this point takes over, and it's like the most like not suspenseful, but like grandiose. Something horrible is going to happen. Music. He lifts up the mallet. And blood goes everywhere. Blood it's like practically a scene from Carrie. Like the blood goes everywhere.
And except it's such a great spatter sound.
Yes. Oh, it's a great splatter
sound. The Foley
sound.
is so great. And then pause.
Yeah, the screams just erupt.
Everybody runs in every
direction. Except for
direction.
Jezebel, who just sits there. She's got one little perfect drop of blood on her cheek, and she's just smiling.
Yeah.
And it's just, there you go. First commercial break. That's what happens. Oh my gosh, I love this so hard.
Yeah.
All right, so do you have your guess? How does she figure it out?
Okay, so I think
that sounded like you have a whole plot here, and I'm here for it. You sounded
really
prepared.
Right. I think she hears a passing comment from Stephanie that she at first brushes off, and then she has to revisit it. I think that Stephanie tells two truths and a lie. and Charlie brushes it off because she's like, wait a minute, I'm not really sure which of these is the lie, because all three of them could sound truthful. And I think these are the things that she says.
Oh my God, you really got in. Okay. Two
Yeah.
truths and a lie.
I think that Stephanie says she was so sad about Joseph. She might actually be sad about Joseph.
She might actually be sad about Joseph, yes.
But Joseph had to go
Yeah.
in order to make her
She's
plan
sad about
work.
it, but he still had to go.
So she was sorry. Oh, because here's the other thing. Stephanie is such a people pleaser. She's like doing everything to the letter in order to get that freaking star.
Mm-hmm.
So everything that comes out of her mouth is always a lie that's coded in.
It's calculated.
It's a
very
calculated.
Yeah. It's
Truth.
manipulative.
Yeah. Okay. So she was so sad about Joseph. She was so sorry to not perform her flute. And she would wish something about the stars. Like she didn't really want all the stars anyway. Maybe?
Right.
But
that's definitely a
maybe
lie.
maybe that Elijah should get the stars.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that would definitely be the lie. That's my thing. I think it's 2 truths and a lie. And because she is always such a manipulator, it's hard to be like, which one of these, if they're all kind of like said together, which one of these could possibly be the lie? Or since they're all lies, Charlie's also confused because everything this child says is basically a lie.
Oh, that's an interesting way to do it. Yeah. Like everything's a lie.
I don't know. That's my guess.
That's a great guess. So
thanks.
Here's where I get into things here. It's like clear. So the book, like Elijah and the kings and everything, there are all kinds of miracles happening all over the place, and all kinds of him like challenging other gods and prophets to like, okay, if this is it, then do the thing. Show like, but God only performs the miracles for Elijah. So I have the feeling that there's going to be at least one more magic trick.
Oh, wow.
And I think that Charlie Cale, or somehow like Charlie Cale is going to get Elijah, or somehow they're going to do one more magic trick and that just like rips open all of her lies on this. Because
Stephanie's lies?
Stephanie lies.
Oh.
Yeah. So I think there's one more magic trick happening.
Charlie's going to make Elijah do a magic trick in order to get Stephanie to,
or like Elijah's going to teach her how to do a magic trick, and so she's got it. But or she's going to tempt Stephanie with like all the stars and get her to reveal too much on this. So, but there's definitely at least one more magic trick where it's just like, if you can do this, right? Then you'll get all the stars anyways, and she like just falls right into him.
I like that. What you're saying might be the case, that maybe Elijah actually does something in order that helps him to exonerate himself without necessarily Charlie Cale having to quote unquote save him.
I agree. Yeah, 100%. I also am wondering, like, another trope around all of this is that like people who are named Joseph or given male names, like pets who are given male names in schools, are often not actually male.
Oh, what? He just killed a pregnant hamster?
I don't know that they were pregnant, but I'm wondering if maybe they had already given birth. So like when they get back to the classroom at the end of this, there's going to be more little ones that they didn't know about.
Oh.
So because I think there's got to be some kind of restitution about the pets coming at the end of all this. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's I did not know that.
It's just I mean, I don't know. I don't know that I could pass up such a good thing. So, all right. Well, we're not going to pass up this. So we're going to go watch it and we'll see if we're right.
We'll see you soon.
All right, Herd. Do we need to review the tape? Do we need to review the notes and figure out?
No, you won by a mile. You
really
pulled this off. You are definitely the stage winner.
The stage winner. Yeah. Fine.
Kidding.
No, I mean, I have no idea.
The writers are really the GC.
This is very true.
If we're going by
if we're going versus us
cycling
versus the TV shows, yes, the TV shows are well in advance of all of us, 100%. But yes, they are. But I won today. I won.
You won. You killed it.
I did not kill it.
You're right,
Elijah killed it, but it was all because of Stephanie. But I guessed correctly.
You did. You had it. There was going to be a miracle. There was going to be another hamster, and that was going to be kind of the concluding, like,
the raising
how they
from
catch
the dead.
her.
Yeah.
Like,
yes.
so he wouldn't be a total pariah forever
Right.
in the class because of mean girl Stephanie.
Right. And also one of the great things they did with that is we spoke earlier about how all the kids in the class were totally stupid. And that's actually one of the jokes is that like throughout the whole thing is that kids are dumb. They're mean, but they're also kind of they just don't know. They're just these loopy things.
Yeah.
So
I love though that they were like, eating paste.
Yes.
But the kid in the scene actually, it's liquid paste. So he squeezes it onto his hand and then he licks it. And I was like, oh my God, that's because paste doesn't get thick anymore because it has preservatives.
Really?
And so nobody
dry in
can
your hand?
eat paste. You just lick it. You can drink paste. You know what I mean? Like,
got it.
That's not eating. That's,
Drinking.
to me, that's licking paste.
You mentioning that makes me realize that what he's doing on that is like he's licking it like he's doing a tequila shot. He's licking.
That's exactly what he was doing.
It's like he's licking salt off his hand for the tequila
or
face.
Or person on set that taught him that.
Oh my God. Oh, those poor.
Kid, this is a tequila shot. And they're all like, oh.
I know how to do a tequila shot.
Okay. I'm 11 and I'm going to be a star someday. A child actor. Go on.
Sorry. Already is. But yes, so Stephanie did it and Charlie knows this, finds out really quickly. The girl is just so pitch perfect horrible. She's just, she's
what I liked about this?
Yes.
I think that adults, when Charlie tells them that she has this talent, they're like, they don't believe it.
Right.
They're kind of like bullshit.
Right.
Or that's nonsense.
Yeah, right.
But when she tells Stephanie, she does kind of say bullshit, but then she's like, okay, I believe you. And then
but doesn't care. She's like,
Charlie
great, fine. You
traps her basically into saying no or yes. It's very clear answer. Like, did you murder but did you set this up? And it's not that. I can't remember. I didn't write it down.
Yeah.
What the actual question is that she corners her into asking. And she says, no, I didn't have any regret or whatever it was. It's because she's like, oh, all right. She knows what's happening
here. She totally buys in. She's like, yep, great. Okay, you can do this. Fine. I'm in.
Yeah.
Yes.
So which feels like a very kid thing to do.
And I'm still going to beat you.
I know.
She's still like, I'm still. No. I love that. That's what I'm saying. Stephanie is just fine. You can tell that I'm lying, but I don't care. You're still not going to get me.
Yeah.
She's unrepentant even till the end. Even at the end of the episode, when everything has been restored to goodness and Stephanie has been blackmailing the principal.
Oh my gosh, that was hilarious.
The principal, Dr. Ham, which is, yes, a great name. Anyways, the principal, Dr. Ham, has a little Taylor Swift friendship bracelet with the letters on it, "You are mine," which kind of reads at first as her intimidating other people. But no, Stephanie's blackmailing her because, yes, she has a gambling problem. She doesn't turn in.
Yes, it is intimidating.
Yeah.
At first it reads as like a Valentine, but then you're like, oh no, she's been bought or she's been.
Well, it's not just it's not just at first you think it's Dr. Ham is using that to threaten other people. And then you realize that Stephanie's done this to Dr. Ham. I guess that's how. That's how my brain went on this.
Oh, I thought, she's been given this by a student,
and
it's like a Valentine thing. But I was like, gosh, that's harsh. That's dark. and then I was like, and it's Stephanie. Oh my God.
Yeah. Let's really quickly just say how they get all this in. So Charlie decides to push Stephanie over the edge with stars, and they do that by bringing in a new gerbil and putting the most cute little adorable little bandage on its head. There are these cute little head bandages. So they're like, it's okay. We fixed Joseph. He's back and he's better than before. And all the kids believe it because they're dumb kids. Except for Stephanie, who's like, what are you even doing? And you kids are buying this? How could you be buying this? But they do buy it. And Elijah feels better. And the kids are suddenly back in love they're happy to see Joseph. They're happy to see Elijah. And one of the kids is so excited. He's like, I'm going to give all my stars to Elijah, which of course flips Stephanie out. And she's like, you can't possibly do this. And then she goes and
screaming down the hallway that it's socialism to be sharing your stars with somebody else. So
it's also so great. Okay, so this is a great movie making or like whatever, the magic of film moment in this is that, so throughout this, you've been in her head and just how much of a stone cold killer she is. And they're playing songs about the prodigy and other hard driving, really aggressive, I'm going to win, beat up everybody kind of songs. And in this moment, what you realize is that the film, there's this little joke where you see her. So this really aggressive music starts playing and she's like, I'm going to get you all. And so she runs out of the classroom and down the hall to the principal's office because she thinks that she's got the principal bought off. But what in that moment, because you know that Charlie has made it so that the principal is safe, they cut the music. They cut the music and they cut the effects and they stop it from being the kid's point of view. And you get to go outside of Stephanie and the music's gone and she's just this little girl. Like running as opposed to like this aggressive, like Tom Cruise running through the thing to like restore victory. She's just this awkward
or scared villain.
Or something. She's just this awkward,
or not Gruber, whatever that guy's name is in Die Hard.
Hans Gruber's a villain in Die Hard.
Oh, it is Gruber?
Yeah, no, you got it right. Trust your instinct there. That's okay. Well, I don't know that he runs, though. Hans Gruber doesn't run. He's not a runner.
Hans Gruber the name? Oh, we've discussed this already. I'm sorry. I feel like this comes up every couple years. I feel like that's the name of the guy who wrote Silent Night.
Oh, my God.
It might be both.
I don't
Okay, anyway, go ahead.
God, it might be both. I can't 100% say that Hans Gruber did not write Silent Night. But I bet a lot of money that Hans Gruber did not write Silent Night.
We did a little school operetta play about the creation of Silent Night when I was in elementary school.
Tell me more.
I'm sorry. This is such a side thing. I'm done.
That was
I did go to a Lutheran elementary school. So this is all like, wait a minute. And did I just make another weird connection?
You just made another weird connection, and I'm here for it. That is further canon as to why Die Hard is a Christmas movie, because Hans Gruber wrote Silent Night. This makes all the sense in the world. In any event, back to
Poker Face.
Back to Poker Face. But this moment, they get rid of the music, they change the perspective, and she's just this awkward. She's not even a tween. She's still very much a child girl.
And there's another teacher walking by,
running horribly through the hallways, and
she's a really bad runner.
Yeah, and the teacher's just like, no running in the halls.
Yes.
Like it deflates everything, and it's just chef's kiss perfect. I love it. So.
And you just really see her as which I'm sure, when you have kids around and you see them doing the manipulations and or doing all the things, you're like, this is so aggravating. I do not know how to make this child stop.
Right.
Or I've got to make this child stop doing this thing, but I'm watching what they're doing and it's like aggravating, but it's also kind of like, oh, you tried.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. It's like, okay, they are children. So I want to take a step back for a moment and play Logic Cop.
Oh, you?
What do you mean me? I live for playing Logic Cop.
Okay,
Don't
you're
pretend.
Right, you do.
So I'm gonna talk about the larger Poker Face series here. So we haven't watched a whole lot of episodes because I've been saving myself for the podcast. But now that we've done this, I'm gonna go binge the rest of this season. But
Franz Gruber wrote Silent Night. Hans Gruber.
I am so shocked that it was even so close. Oh my God. If I had bet money, I would have been sweating.
The
Franz
writer
Gruber.
of the lyrics for the Christmas Carol Silent Night is Joseph Moore. Not Hans Gruber. This music for Silent Night was composed by Franz Xaver Gruber. Hans Gruber is a fictional character, the villain in Die Hard.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. Going on.
That's quite all right. So this is one of the things that I'm interested to find out for the rest of the Poker Face season.
Yeah.
Which is, so in this episode, Charlie Cale's on the CB a lot with her good buddy, voiced by Steve Buscemi.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, shout out to the whole Steve Buscemi, how are you fellow kids meme from 30 Rock, which I thought of throughout this whole episode. But, so Charlie Cale gets a CB in the second episode of this series. This is where my Logic Cop powers come into play. CB radios do not have a long range of contact.
Right.
Like you can't listen to, if you're on a CB radio in LA, you can't talk to somebody in New York. I think you've only got 600 meters.
But people have like our neighbor at our house in Vegas had these big tall towers. What were those?
That is shortwave radio.
Oh.
You can use shortwave radio. You can talk to people around the world.
Yeah.
Like that's ham radio.
Oh.
But Citizens Band, the frequency on that, you get about half a mile, half a
Oh no, the technicalities.
Yeah, exactly. Oh no, but this is the thing. Okay, so I'm either stopping the fun train, which I don't want to do because I love the idea that she's just talking on a CB with people. It's such a 70s nod. Anyways, here's the thing. Either fun train, she just gets to talk to good buddy wherever she is in the country, which God bless, keep the fun train moving.
Yes.
But the other technicality about this is that they're playing with the fact that people may not know that. And so Steve Buscemi is actually one of the bad guys who's chasing her across the country, keeping tabs on her.
Oh.
And honestly, right now, it could be either. So I want to know what they're doing and how they're setting this up. And I'll be happy either way. But if it is something where it's like, yeah, who did you think you were talking to? I've been following you this whole time. I'm so there.
I think I get a jersey on this one.
Okay, yes.
Because I did get it right that she was going to be the lunch lady.
Yes, you 100% nailed it with the lunch lady. Thank goodness. I'm glad they did not let that opportunity go
And they
to
put
waste.
a real sloppy Joe first second.
Yeah.
Charlie gets in there, she gets the job, and she's in a lunch lady outfit with the hairnet, and she's making sloppy Joe. Slop, slop, slop. It was so great.
Yes.
And then the kid says something, and she answers back, and the principal's like, "You're not supposed to be talking.
Don't fraternize with the kids."
Oh, okay.
I'm like, come on. What's wrong with fraternizing with the kids?
Yeah.
I will also say, Jessica, that as a point in your favor, which I am wholly opposed to, but I understand why at a school they might not have done this, there was no Cheez Whiz on these sloppy joes. There was no Cheez Whiz, and there was no American cheese.
I'm sorry.
So, no, what do you mean? What are you sorry for?
Well,
that's your.
to hold up your, the visual, the pantheon of, or penultimate sloppy Joe. They should have had the Cheez Whiz, really.
I guess what I'm trying to say, Jessica, is that maybe they agree with you that you shouldn't have done this.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying so. Yes. So in any event, whatever, they didn't have it. Whatever, fine. I stand by my Cheez Whiz rules.
Well, how many Christies would you do for this?
Christies. This is always a tricky one because because they approach it in such a different way. What I will say is that I was consistently pleased with how Stephanie played the chess game. Charlie at a certain point was willing to just admit defeat and walk away from it. She was sad about it, but she was ready to just like, oh, well, I guess I lost at this one. You know what I mean? The girl ate her clue and she wasn't going to be able to prove it that way. She manipulated the principal into thinking that she was harassing them. And then when that was done, she also realized that she was blackmailing the principal. And she found out when the principal tried to come clean to Charlie, she overheard that conversation.
Stephanie overheard that, yeah.
Like she was able to block her every step of the way. It's at least a 6.
Oh, wow.
I think.
A 6?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I had that it was a 2 or a 3, actually.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because I didn't see her I didn't feel like there was a lot of different twists and turns on it. It just felt blocked.
I see what you're saying.
But
I see what you're saying.
But I can see what you're saying.
It's tough with the Christies. Are we talking about the Christies in terms of like how well they disguise who it was, what their motives were, like making it hard to find the clues?
That's
versus,
true.
Which we all know all that. So it's like how well do they make this person an obstacle, or how hard do they make it for Charlie to actually get to solving this?
Yeah, and that was pretty hard.
Yeah,
because it was kind of lucky. The ending
she had to think. What was great about this was that she had to move from thinking logically, like, how do I prove this?
Yes.
How do I show this? Versus, the only way to beat this is to think like a kid, which is a kid would believe that this hamster could come back from the dead. The hamster was hurt, but we healed the hamster. It's okay. Like a kid will buy that. Do you know what I mean? So she's like, I can't beat this kid as an adult, because like all the adult routes are blocked. So we have to go through, oh, no, he's fixed. Isn't that great? And the kids want to believe, they want to trust each other. They want to be nice and learn how to connect. And so she's like, oh, I have to lean into that part about kids. So I don't know, but like everything is blocked. pretty well. So
Well,
so I'd give it at least, like I said, a 6. But
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Breaker, Detective Collective, you got your ears on? We want to thank you for listening.
Roger that. And if you like what you're hearing, be sure to follow and subscribe to the podcast and give us a review on Spotify or Apple Podcasts.
Or just tell someone about us. You've got a CB. Tell the world next time you're driving down the dime.
You can really put the hammer down and get up to speed with even more Cluedunnit if you join our convoy on Patreon. Join us at $5 and $10 a month levels.
You'll get us wall-to-wall and treetop tall with raw footage, exclusive episodes, access to seasonal live shows, more info about that coming up, and extra votes in our season planning poll so that you can make sure we do the shows you love. Go to patreon.com/ClueDunnitPodcast.
Stay in touch with our internet handles, cluedunnitpodcast@gmail.com or Instagram and Facebook at Cluedunnit Podcast.
We'll see you next time if we don't get eaten by a bear.
This closing script is officially approved by the Totally Fake Podcasting Adjudication Board. Over and out.